Soul, the 2020 animated comedy, is the 23rd movie in Pixar's long list of animated classics, and it's good. The story follows Joe Gardner, a jazz teacher who has big dreams of becoming a jazz musician for the whole world to see, but is soon foiled by the local water and sewage authority as he falls down a manhole and dies. I mean, who hasn't been fooled by them? Many a times I've sat down. I should stop talking. He ends up on a conveyor belt to the great beyond, but feeling that his life was just getting started, he breaks free, falling to the great before, and that's when this Pixar movie starts pixaring. The Great Before isn't the most conceptually interesting, and neither are most of the concepts, like the Zone and the Lost Souls. They're really just fluffy beings and landscapes, but they were interesting enough to keep me engaged, and I was admittedly lost in the world. The most interesting design was arguably the Jerrys. It's not Pixar's best.
That would be Ratatouille, or Wall-E, or Ratatouille.
But the characters and the lesson makes up for it. Joe Gardner was a great character, and Jamie Foxx does a magnificent job of voicing him, bringing him to life as well as the animation does. The animation is gorgeous, making this one of, if not the best looking animated movie. I like the fun and energetic dynamic between Joe and his family, his friends, and 22. 22 was a fun, cynic character, and I like that throughout the movie, 22 starts to realize that people don't always have an outright purpose in life, and that our spark in life isn't what we're destined to do, but rather what makes life worth living. Ah, isn't that sweet? Why don't we end the video here? I'll get you a nice warm mug of milk, a blanket, and I'll pop on Revenge of the Sith. No. I thought the message about people not always achieving what they hoped in life, but being happy regardless of the way things turned out, was really nice, and a good change of pace from the usual wish fulfillment of achieving the dream job we usually get in these films. The switching body shenanigans was not where I thought the story was going to go, and it was honestly disappointing. It's been done to death, and they don't breathe any new life into the concept. But I liked how it was resolved, and I understand why they did it. It was an effective way of 22 seeing the world and appreciating the little things that some people ignore, giving her a change of heart. But I'm not sure it was the best way. Instead, I think 22 could have been an actual living person who had no life goals and was relaxing in the zone, which would annoy Joe because she's the complete opposite of him. Then he could find his way back to Earth, find 22, and try to inspire her and get her to be more ambitious, and 22 could get him to enjoy the little things on Earth, and that people don't always achieve what they initially wanted to in life. This way you get the lesson that not everyone gets their dream job, but that doesn't mean that you can't be happy with the way things turned out in life without the switching body shenanigans. I'm getting really tired of the switching body shenanigans. Can you tell? I feel like you can tell. Sure, it was funny at first with franchises like Scooby-Doo doing it, and yes, I really enjoyed it whenever TV shows did it, but it's getting slightly boring. For a movie that has music as a central part of the story, not as central as I thought it would be going in, it's not great, but it does sound nice and pleasant. The way the story resolves is convenient, with Terry being oblivious to the change Jerry makes to the Death Abacus, allowing Joe to go back to Earth, which is fine because the story doesn't need a villain and a climactic scuffle. I like the ending because, as I've stated previously, the lesson is great, and Joe deciding that he's going to live every minute and 22 finding a spark just makes for a lovely bittersweet ending. Now, for the rating. Yes, I'm bringing it back. Never say I'm indecisive, shout it. Soul is, in my opinion, a 6 out of 10. It's not Pixar's best, but Soul is a fun, funny, and entertaining film with a bittersweet ending that left me with a smile on my face. I've been Darth Vader. You've been watching Darth Vader Movie Reviews.